it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll throw it. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Steelers working here. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. Throwing from the gun here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be Bengals football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. They send a man in motion. First down from the red zone. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Mayfield to throw again. And a catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away the next time, or he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
2nd and 10 now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Bengals getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Come 19. Let's go now. Mustang 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Ready? Trap 60. Trap 60. Check go.
Mayfield to throw. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Track 60. 79 Bronco. Go.
Mayfield will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. He's going deep. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Panther 11. Panther 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. I don't think they're going to catch him. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Steelers first down. He's dropping back to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Bengals will have the football shy of the 20-yard line.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19.
Mayfield now, blitz coming. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Steelers have it, headed the other way. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 14. Forced out to his right. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. In motion left is Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, set. 70 Rangers, ready.
Play fake, it's Mayfield. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Chased out to his right. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Eagle. Riggs, Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I'll tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people. And that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Look into the air here. That's taken in by Bell. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So the Steelers turning things over to the field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Dicker connects there. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19! 18, right in! Go!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Thrown on the run, deep down that left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that's a high degree of difficulty throw. Not a lot get tougher than that one. But now, fortunately, Kate, he aired it closer to the sideline, and it goes harmlessly out of bounds.
Thrown on the run, deep down that left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Come on, set! 7-5, 7-5.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Mayfield. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. He's got it at the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals push their lead to 18. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back gets the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
They'll throw on first. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He'll throw it yet again. Escapes out to the left. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
I'll tell you this, Kate. They doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction. How well the defense had that one covered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers make it an 11-point ball game.
Steelers 24.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Pass caught by Mixon. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive.
Breaks through, and he might break away. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making a 3-score game in the fourth. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try and throw it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. They've got a man in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Flush down out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Down he goes. The Bengals got to him. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now. Back at 60. 79 Broncos.
Here's a throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He'll look to throw. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Gotta hurry this to the line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
18, pioneer.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come 19. Come.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
19 Tiger. 19. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Trying again following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Set.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Taking a deep shot here. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Buys time, rolling right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got top. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Officials signaling for timeouts, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred.
Track 60. Let go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop.
He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. Change up the gruesome. Now switch back to that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that. Come on, just give me that. Give me that.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be as friend to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of owed me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not